Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, we're gonna go ahead and do a subtle halo olive green eyeshadow look. Let's go ahead and start off with the tutorial. And you guys know that I have been obsessed with a warm transition color. So I am using peanut butter from the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil palette. Is that what this is called? No, this is the semi-chocolate. Girl, get your shit straight. Anyways, I'm gonna go in and just apply it in on the crease area and also bring it in on the inner and outer corner because we are doing a halo look. This is going to be a subtle halo look, so it doesn't really matter on how precise you are with the colors and if it really gets on the lid, because I will be putting a black base in the center of my eyes later. So once I have set in the color, it's just very important to go in and blend back and forth. This color here is called Truffle, and I'm going in just to darken up that peanut butter a little bit more and give me a little bit more depth, because when coming with smoky eyes, you do want to make sure that you have a gradual transition rather than just a patch of mud on your eye. So using a flat shader brush like that, like I was just using, will be a little bit more precise, and of course going in with a tapered blending brush like this will help spread out and make the product go everywhere. So I really do want this color here to be popping out the most, right above that olive green color that we're gonna go ahead and use. So I am going in with a fluffier brush just because I feel like it will be a little bit more easier. So if you are a beginner, just start off with a little bit at a time. So again, I'm putting it in the inner and outer corner, and then I will just be blending the two together through the crease, not on the lid, on the crease, because we want it to be a halo, which is basically like a circle. The center of your eye is just going to be glittery. So to make things easier, what I'm doing is all the colors I'm using are matte, except for the one that I will be using later on in the center. And it will just really help differentiate the shades that we are using and really just make the shimmer pop, since it will be the only shimmer on your eye basically. So as you see here, I am using the side of my brush rather than the very tip of it, and it will just help blend everything out a lot faster, as you guys can see here. So you want to use circular motions. I like to use circular motions and windshield wiper motions, and be careful, don't poke your eye. It is relatable though. So once I feel like they kind of look the same, I'm going to go back in and highlight my brow bone. This is just basically like a lighter skin tone than mine, and I'm just putting it there for now, and I'll go back and add a little bit of shimmer later. Of course, I am just blending them together because that's always what I do. I'm going to use this e.l.f. gel or cream eyeliner. It's in the shade black, and I'm going to put it on and then blend it in with my finger. Take it from me, I do recommend putting it on one eye first and then blending it out with your finger, because if you put it on both of them and then blend it out like I did here, you'll see that it is a little bit more difficult to do that. So if your gel or cream eyeliner dries pretty fast, I recommend working pretty fast. Of course, if your eyeliner is a little bit too dry, I recommend either putting like vitamin E oil or even like Moroccan oil or some kind of cosmetic oil that is safe for the eyes that you can just use to warm it up a little bit and loosen it up just a little bit. Once again, you guys see me working with like the sides of my brush. I just feel like it's a little bit easier. You can also put your brush angle toward upward and it'll help out just as good. So all you see is me blending the harsh line from the gel liner and adding more of the olive green where I need to. Of course, like I said, I wanted that peanut butter shade peeking out, so I'm just retouching the outer corners of the olive green shade. You guys do want to remember that blending is key, and when going with more dramatic looks, you want to kind of make sure that you have a little bit more time on your hands. So that is what I'm doing here, and then we're going to go ahead and go in with the shimmer color. This is Quartz. All of the loose pan eyeshadows are from Ofra. They are all cruelty free, and I highly do recommend them. All I'm doing is putting it in the center of my eye, and as you can see, it really is making that shimmer pop. Without this black base, it wouldn't pop, trust me. So all I'm doing is setting the color, then I'm going to blend the edges of the shimmer color. Don't get the center of the shimmer, just the edges. And then, of course, if you need to add more olive green, put that on. If you need to add more of the quartz shade, put that on as well. Using your finger will be more pigmented, but it is a little bit more messy. So I do recommend using your pinky when doing an olive halo look, not olive look. Sorry about that. So once you get it to your desired look, I'm going to go ahead and put the quartz in my inner tear duct, and I'm pretty sure you guys can see the difference. It is definitely not as shimmery when it doesn't have a base. All I'm doing is putting it in the center of my lower lash line as well, since it is a halo effect. Once I have applied eyelashes, and I will go ahead and have an iCard for you guys on how to apply eyelashes without eyeliner if you want to check that out. I'm going to go ahead and tight line my upper lash line and also apply some to my lower waterline. I just find that it really did help my brown eyes pop, and I really do think it kind of brought the dramatic eyeshadow look together. You guys know that normally I don't put eyeliner in my waterline, but I was totally down for it today. I do want to blend my natural lashes with my false lashes. You guys know that I have this thing about putting mascara on. It's just we're not going to get into it. So I'm just combining the fake lashes with my lashes, and then I will apply mascara to the lower lash line as well. I feel that if you have brown eyes, this will look stunning on you. So try it out. Even if you have green or hazel eyes, or green or blue eyes, I'm sorry. You guys are so blessed. Everything goes well with your eyes. But specifically, if you look at mine, I think that this really did help my eyes just pop a little bit more. Like they're just in your face. So now that we're done with eyes, we're going to go ahead and go on to the face, and I'm just going to go ahead and touch base on it. You guys know that I always change up my foundations looks for the most part. So I primed my face with the Hangover primer, so I would add a little bit more moisture, and then I'm going to go ahead and use the Smashbox Pore Filler Primer. I just want to let you guys know that Smashbox is not cruelty free. If you guys have any recommendation other than the NYX ones, let me know in the comments below. I would definitely be up to trying it out. And then I'm just going to use the Becca Backlight Primer on the places where I would normally apply like a luminous highlight. So now I'm going to mix the NYX Stay Matte But Not Flat Foundation with the Bare Minerals Bronzing Serum. I'm just going to mix them together so that I get my color and also keep that glowing skin that everyone really does want. So once I apply everything to my face, I'm just going to go ahead and buff it out with a buffer brush. And you guys know that I like to blend out the edges first. Make sure to get the neck if your foundation is a little bit off, which you guys shouldn't have to worry about that. It's very, very common. It's really hard to find a perfect match. And just blend it down to your neck. You guys want to make sure that it is blended. And I usually go into the center of my face last. You will see here that I am using a cosmetic sponge so that I can just throw it away. It is very sanitary and it really helps like keeping bacteria on your face. So all I'm basically doing is using the cosmetic sponge to soak up any extra foundation because I really don't want it to be a cake face. And as you see, it really did pick up a lot of product. So now I'm going to go in with the concealer, and this is Porcelain, and then I'm going to put a little darker concealer on over it just so that I can highlight but yet also conceal. And if you are highlighting your nose, you do want to be kind of precise. So I do want to let you guys know really quick that the reason why I do use a cosmetic sponge, you can buy like a pack of 30 for like $3, and right now this is a circular one. I usually use like the wedges, but either one works just as fine. And I like doing this because not only does it blend it in, it also does help soak up any extra products. I don't have to worry about washing it every single time I use it. You guys know that I did use a beauty blender or Real Techniques beauty sponge, and I just felt that it was super unsanitary and collected up a lot of bacteria. Pretty sure you guys have probably seen those videos where you find insects inside of your beauty blender. This one, you could just toss it away and not have to worry about it. So once I have blended everything in, I do go back in with my foundation brush to blend in any of the harsh lines from the concealer. And I will be setting everything in with this banana powder from Ofra. I'm not quite sure how I feel about it yet. I just feel that it's a little bit too yellow. It can kind of look a little bit jaundish-ish on like medium skin tones and darker skin tones. So I'm going to go ahead and contour. This is the Chocolate Soleil in medium from Too Faced, and again, it is cruelty free. I like to set the product in the hollows of my cheeks, and then any leftover I will go in and contour my nose just a little bit and the bottom lip of mine. And I just go in and blend everything with the flat angled brush. After I'm done with that, I'm going to go ahead and set my face with Max Fix Plus. You guys know that I do recommend Kula if you're looking for a cruelty-free option, but what I wanted to do was set my face, and while it was still wet, I'm going to apply my highlighter so that it's super intensified, because who doesn't want an intensified highlighter nowadays, right? So all you guys see me doing is I'm using an eyeshadow brush to place the product, and then I'll go in with a smaller blush brush from Basanti. This is the blush brush in number 7, and I'm just buffing out the highlights, you know, putting it where I want it to be, which is usually the heights of my cheekbones. Any leftover product, I like it on the arch of my brows, center of my nose, lips, and chin. I don't put it in the center of my forehead because I do have oily skin and it can come off a little bit greasy. And usually whatever I set my concealer with, I do like to go in and cut my contour so that it's a little bit sharper, a little bit more chiseled, and everything just looks well. So that's what I'm doing here. And I do make sure that everything is nicely blended together because I just don't want lines on my face. I want it to look natural, you know? So I'm gonna go ahead and line my lips. This is from e.l.f. This is the Shape and Definer pencil. So it comes with a lip liner on one side, and on the other side it's like a highlighting pencil. I have not seen this anywhere, guys, so if you can find it, I recommend picking it up. It is amazing. It's $1, and oh my god, it is in the shade Natural if you're wondering. So I am going to do kind of an ombre effect just to show you a little difference. You guys know that I would just stay with the matte, but all I'm doing is I'm getting a nude eyeliner. Use whatever you want, putting it in the center of my lips and blending it out. Then I'm going to go in with a nude gloss and top it off, just as you see me doing here. And you can definitely keep it however you want to and just blend it out with your fingers. So that is pretty much it, guys, for this makeup tutorial. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Know that if you leave any comments or questions down below, I will always get back to you guys as fast as I can. And if you have any recommendations, leave them there below because you guys know that I am totally down to try them as well. Also, hi, I'm Krystal. If you like what you see here, don't forget to click subscribe so that you can see my videos pop up on your newsfeed, and also give this video a thumbs up if you do like my makeup tutorials. With that being said, guys, remember that I love every single one of you guys, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.